Hi and welcome to another episode of my shoot film. Today we're going to be shooting this. This is the roll of 125 Plus-x. And the interesting thing about this film is that it expired in 2004. Which means that given the shelf life of film, of about 2 years, it would be quite safe to say that this film was actually manufactured around 2002-ish. And that is actually the exact same year I was born. So let's load this into the OM1 and let's get out in the forest and shoot this. So I'm now back into the forest, and I haven't gotten very far into the actual forest yet, but I get a bit further in from where I was last week. So this time I'm actually going to the place where I shot the roots. The root picture, well, this picture was actually taken further in from where I was last week. I'm just about to walk off the path to what I call the field, because this is like a it's more open here, which more open and sunnier, which means warmer, which I do not like. Which was a bit darker, but I am going into the actual real forest part. So now I'm actually inside of the actual forest now, and it's time to actually take the first shot, which is of this path. I just really like how the grass, is on one side, and then you can actually see the path, So I'm gonna set up all my gear and so I put up the camera here in the middle of the path. I just need to center it better, and then I'm gonna start actually composing the shot. That might be a bit slow. Have to. That's actually pretty good. Okay, let's see. So that's the first shot of the day. Just the power of the wind is frankly amazing really. But this little, just a bit of wind can make this noise in the trees. So our next shot, not very far from the last one. It's this old tree that I really like. I really like the way the actual sticks lay here. So I'm going to get the camera and I'm going to move everything over there. So I just moved the camera and it's time to frame it a bit and then I'm actually taking the shot. That's actually pretty good. Yes. Something I love with the OM1 is that the actual viewfinder is huge. I'll be going in a in-depth review of the actual OM1 some other week. But the viewfinder is perfect on this camera. Let's do 2 seconds. So I'm gonna be using the light meter on my phone this time because I'm not sure how the actual because the OM1 only has a shutter speed that goes down to 1 second and F16, F16. One second. Okay. I know, this is exactly 1 second as well. So that's do that, and that's eye focus. Let's hold it up a bit by touching it. So F16, 1 second. That's what I want. And there we go. It's now time to move a bit further into the forest. Hopefully it's not too grown over with the nettles this time, because then I will not be able to get into my favorite spot until this until autumn. So let's just hope that it's not too overgrown. From where I'm standing right now, it doesn't look that overgrown, so we will try to actually get in to the actual spot, but I don't know if that's how it's gonna look in there actually. Exactly here is exactly what I meant. It looks quite overgrown, but maybe I'm not totally sure if it's completely impossible to get down here, but my hopes are not actually that high, unfortunately. Okay, let's try to actually get down here, even though it's... Let's hope I don't step on any nettles. Might not be able to get all the way I wanted to go, but... Oh. Okay. I managed to get a bit further down. Holy crap, it looks very, very overgrown here. So maybe I can get a bit further upstream, but yeah, maybe. the actual. But I will take a photo here because this is quite interesting. It's quite interesting woodlands. That's not what I wanted to do. Could lock it better this time. It's absolutely hot here today. It's you see how warm it actually is. It's 23 degrees Celsius. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit, but I'll put it there. That's the temperature in Fahrenheit. And since my light meter is a bit on the camera, can't do anything above anything slower than 1 second. I will have to be using again my handheld phone light meter. What I'm doing right now is that I am waiting for my clock to give me the exact time where I need to press the shutter. There we go. That's an 8-second exposure, give or take. Let's hope that actually turned out great. Well, and since I'm doing very low shutter speed, I'm going to go down to the water and actually try to slow down the water quite a lot. So last time I was shooting this film, I took a photo in this exact spot. In fact, it is this photo, and that was with one shot, with 1 second exposure, but now, since it's a bit darker, I'm gonna try to slow down the water even more than last time. So let's meet on this scene, and I'm gonna try to emulate the exact photo. So I'm gonna pull the photo up here. I'm gonna do that. Just wait for a good spot. I really like the that water actually. It's pretty pretty. It's beautiful actually. So it's like a miniature waterfall. Basically just this little waterfall-y thingy. There we go. Hopefully that isn't completely overexposed. Might be a bad idea because the actual tripod is situated on, well, placed on well, that. So if that falls, well, I guess there won't be any more Olympus photos in a while. So I'm not sitting here trying to see if this shot is what I want to take or not. I haven't actually tried framing it yet, but we'll see. 2 seconds, that is about 3 seconds, that's about 4 seconds actually, because there was a project failure. So let's do 4. I'm gonna shoot a couple of other shots and then off camera, just because I have only shot 9 photos today. So I'll come back when I have like 3 more. So now it's time to actually take the last shot of the day. I haven't really chosen exactly this subject, but I think it's gonna be somewhere around there. But I'm not finished with the actual roll. I'm gonna try something I've never tried before. I'm gonna try to cut the film out of the camera, which basically means instead of rolling it back in the camera, you take it in the darkroom and you cut on this side before the actually shutter curtain where the film sits. And then you put the take-up spools film. You put that on the reel, and then you can just and then you can use the remaining film in the cassette again for a later date. So let's get home. No, let's first actually take the last shot. And yeah, no, that will definitely be that. Actually using the light meter. I'm gonna go home, I'm a bit tired. Okay, there we go. 1 second exposure. There we go. Let's get home. Let's so jump cut to when I'm actually home. So now I'm back here in the darkroom. I'm gonna cut this film out of the camera right now, and I'll come back to you when that is all done, because that has to be done in complete and utter darkness. So and now it comes to the most terrifying and most fun part of film photography. It's time to open the spool up, and let's hope that this has come out. It does indeed look like it. Thank you all so much for watching. My name has been Max, but before we go over to the picture I shot today, I want to give a huge thanks to my very good friend Elliot, or more commonly known on the internet as Croco Beats, for making the awesome soundtrack that you heard in the beginning of the video, in the intro, as well as what you will hear later on in the video. He makes music on his channel, which I will leave a link in below, and on the side of the channel when you click on my videos and you just see people I know. Yeah, that's him. So please do go follow him. I owe so much for that awesome music video. So without further ado, let's watch some photos.